Welcome to the Vent, Rebuild, Refocus podcast presented by WeChat here. I am that boy Reckless, your host, and we have the one and only Wolf, my brother. my brother.
Sure.
So today we're really gonna get into we're just gonna chat, you and I understand. It's about various topics, where we're going in life, how we see things. We're going to talk about our brotherhood, understand the beginning of it, the origins of it, and to now understand. Because I know people hear me say, hey, this my bro, this my bro, this my bro. And they're like, well, they don't look alike. Understand? How that's your bro. So let's talk about the brotherhood, understand, that we have. And how do you see it? How do I see it?
I mean, personally, I see for one, God put us together for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You my brother, don't matter who say what or how anybody may feel. For the simple fact of the matter is that that's what we've been rocking with since the day we met each other. You know what I'm saying? So we rolling with that, and we ain't rolling with nothing else. I honor and I value our brotherhood. I You know what I mean? Like, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really just can't really just put it in words how I feel about you, for the simple fact of the matter that God knows that I love you. I'm behind you 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? I know some people be like, oh, well, what you mean you're behind them 1,000% right or wrong? Man, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Until I can know what the real situation is, I'm riding whether if you're right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
with that just being said, is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been around forever, man. You know what I'm saying?
you know what? You said something, and that you just brought a topic to my mind.
Okay.
Right? You said you're riding with me no matter right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you hold those sentiments because you know I wouldn't lead you astray.
Right.
Understand? You know for a fact I wouldn't put you in a bad situation.
Exactly.
That's gonna jeopardize your life, jeopardize your family, which I mean, of course, I'm your family, you understand, but I'm not gonna put you in a bad situation. And I think a lot of the times to where we look up to brothers, understand, because I got real brethren and things to that nature.
Right.
But sometimes they could mislead you and lead you astray. You understand?
Absolutely.
And we have, because we're brothers, we'll say, like you just said, that I'm riding to the end, right or wrong. And sometimes that's to our detriment, especially when the brother that we're riding with is not in the right state of mind.
Right. But see, when I say right or wrong, I don't mean like, oh, well, bro, if you jump off the cliff, I'm jumping off the cliff.
Right.
What I mean by is, like, for the simple fact of the matter is that I know for 100% factor, you don't bother nobody. You stay to yourself. You all about family. You're ordinary. You're a damn good father. Excuse my language. So you're all of those things. You know what I'm saying? You're a good mentor. You're a leadership. You're a king. Mm-hmm. So with all those 10 things I just named right off the bat, you have to commend yourself right along with me commending you to, hey man, we made it through. Because technically a lot of things that we've been through could have been like, oh well, we ain't making it. You know what I'm saying? We could be already gone.
It's been some scary times.
Yeah, and it has. It been times where we ain't know what the situation was gonna pan out to be. We know we're going through this situation and we're gonna come out at the end.
Right.
So with that being said, man, we in our 30s now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You done been through a lot. I done been through some things. Mm-hmm. So for us to be here having this conversation now, it's powerful. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know that we were going to link back and be back together again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're really an affinity link, really. No, you know what I'm saying? No matter where we at on this earth.
So I know, I was going through some troubled times.
Right.
I understand. And I had reached out to you. I was like, bro, I need you here with me. Understand?
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot going on at the time. And I'm like, you're the only person that I could trust and not worry about it.
Right.
I understand.
Exactly.
Which, you know, I didn't have no enemies or people wasn't trying to get at me to where, but it's just like when you could trust somebody wholeheartedly and not even think about it, that says something.
Right.
Understand? So
Absolutely.
I was fortunate enough that you answered the call and he was like, yo, say when. Understand? Let's make it happen. Let's set the date.
Right.
Understand?
Absolutely.
So I'm forever in debt for that because you picked up and left.
Yeah, and I really had just stayed within what I had going on, whether if it was good or bad. You know what I'm saying? I was locked in with people that you know what I'm saying.
In retrospect,
yeah,
we seen that wasn't a great situation.
Nah, not at all. No, and it wasn't going anywhere.
So let's go back to a little in the beginning. So I'm from Brooklyn, understand, Crown Heights. Mm-hmm. My brethren is from Buffalo, understand, at an early age. My family migrated to Buffalo, understand, and that's when we met the brethren, understand, on the block, Northrop. Yeah. You was on Custer, understand. Yeah. No,
I was on
Northrop.
Yeah, I was on.
Yeah.
But I also was with you on Cluster as well.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Other guy, man. Shout out to man. Shout out to Jay. Understand? And then from there, we was
inseparable.
Yeah. We went to school. Yeah, understand? We roamed the streets.
Yes.
And then the bond was a natural bond. It wasn't forced. Understand?
Well, it was all natural. Like, and then I'm gonna tell you, man, for us to be locked in for so many years. There was never not one time where I had to be like, oh, no, I ain't fucking with this man. Right. You know what I mean? Or, oh, man, he just did some off the chain stuff.
No, right.
And I'm going to tell you this, and that I value that for the simple fact of the matter is that I have had siblings, mother, parents, whatever, grandparents, do the unthinkable.
Listen, so let's just talk about it briefly. You and your mom's relationship, right? Mm-hmm. It's strained.
Yeah. It's not a relationship at all. It's not a relationship. It's not even no feeling or emotion behind it.
No, right. And that's unfortunate.
Right.
But I say that to say for our relationship to be stronger than that, that for me, that's like, that says a lot.
Yeah.
Understand?
Absolutely, man.
That says a lot.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, that that's deep.
No, yeah, that's deep. Like, when you look at it, like my bro is got a stronger bond than my only got one. Understand?
Right. Yeah.
Which it is what it is. Like, you know, I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a whole different.
Right. Yeah. Hey, man, I ain't ashamed of nothing of
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And that so one thing about it, we're not ashamed to talk about anything.
Not at all.
We got chatted.
We men, man.
That we're men.
You know I'm saying?
We were building and we were focused.
Right.
So, but that's not the time for that.
Sure.
So we're in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Understand? We lock arms. We lock forces.
Right.
We do a plethora of things together. Understand? You were in a situation. You move in with us.
Right.
Understand? And that really fortified everything.
It did.
Like I was saying the other day, when you moved in with us, right? I was still like a child. Understand? And you were in your adult stage, even though you're just a year older than me, but you were working.
Yeah, I was forced to jump into to be a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just enjoying my actual teenage childhood times.
Absolutely. I understand. You was working. Mm-hmm. Like, and I was telling you, at that time, I didn't even know what like a job meant.
Right.
To go to work a 9 to 5, bring home money and hold down the household. Mm-hmm. Like at that, what was, if you could go back to that time, right, to where you were living with us and you were working, understand, you know, I was still not there yet. Like how did that feel?
I mean, personally, I always felt like I was a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was a youngin'. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't in the household.
Right.
So it was like, okay, my dad ain't in the household. My brother not around. So I was like, well, I had no choice but to just be a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And what helped me become a man was television, seeing, running into people in school, seeing how they, how they shift their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand we all in high school, but it was some men that was in high school that I was with, fire security guards or police officers, was really on some grown man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was just taking the insight of, okay, well, I'm gonna take what I learned from this person, bam. I'm gonna take what I learned from this person. My grandfather was an ultimate hard guy.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play any games whatsoever. So it was like there was no joking with him. But at the same time, it was like, I'm tough.
Okay.
I was like, dang, that's kind of harsh. But it is what it is. A man is a man.
So it was a conglomerate of men that you've seen
Right
on TV and then in your life that you adapted to.
Right, exactly. I seen and then when I was interacting with my father, it was like, man, I just want to stay with you 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it didn't, obviously it didn't go down like that. But that's what I truly had wanted. Mm-hmm. If I can go back and change some things, I would prefer to have been raised by my father,
right.
More so than been raised by my mother.
Right.
And like I said, one day I woke up, man, and enough was just enough. Anytime you wake up one day and you look in the mirror and be like, I can't take this no more. I'm throwing the towel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I did.
But in that, you never gave up.
No, I didn't. And I'm going to tell you, watching Abba motivated me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That man would leave all day, come back.
Yeah.
And be like, dang, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you another thing that motivated me. We used to all sit at the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember the time that he had called me out to read something. I couldn't even read it right.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you end up interfering and coming in to read. Mm-hmm. And
so just an FYI for general knowledge,
right,
for the viewers.
Yeah.
I was my father, understand, which is what father as well, understand.
Absolutely.
Abba is just a Hebrew term for father,
mm-hmm.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
Fact.
And our father, like he said, used to sit at the table, used to always have it read his literature. He'd have us read literature, mm-hmm. understand, so we can increase our vocabulary, increase our mind.
And our knowledge.
Like, no, at that time, phones wasn't even prevalent like that.
Not really.
So, we grew up outside for real.
Yeah, seriously. Like all the way outside.
Yeah. Not none of this. We on the internet outside, but like literally outside.
Yeah, and then we wasn't, we grew up not table fed. Right. I mean, we grew up actually going through struggle, man, hard times, sticking together.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It was good times, bad times, hard times.
Absolutely.
So we mixed all of it in together to make it, at the end of the day, we laugh and talk and rock, looking good, feeling good. So, I enjoyed all those times, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when I sit back and it's a lot of times I had sat back and thought about you and thought about the times that we had and how, like, damn, man, this nigga doing this. I know my brother wouldn't do this shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
So it was we left Buffalo for whatever reasons. Understand? You went to Memphis. I went back home to Brooklyn. Understand? And from there, it was a gulf of time that we didn't see each other. Like 10 years.
I think it was like 12, 13 years.
12, 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I ain't mistaken.
So in this golf, though, the communication was never just lost.
No, it wasn't.
It was. We always just try to reach out here and there,
mm-hmm.
and then it was one reach out. Understand that I was on a ghetto vacation. I made sure I reached out to you because you always. So let me just say this. Understand from even like the time we were in Buffalo, you always had an impression on me.
Yeah.
I told you. Understand? Like, I remember you used to let me ride the jewels to school.
Yeah.
Understand? Mm-hmm. And, fly guy type stuff.
Right.
And from like not just the jewels though, but just being a man, mm-hmm. understand, a grown man at your age, holding it down, always was impressionable to me. Understand? Because couldn't nobody not necessarily tell you nothing, but couldn't nobody tell you nothing.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah.
Because like how could they? You're a child
doing grown man things.
Yeah. Handling responsibility.
You can't little boy me.
You can't little boy you.
Understand?
Yeah. And we had a lot of run-ins with authority.
That try
to do such, but never prevailed.
Right. That's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? But what I just, like I said, what really, made me just stick it all the way out as far as staying down and staying solid is because we come from the same we come from the same era. We're not with that exile crisscross, throw a whole 360 out the blue.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then not only that, I always knew that you were highly educated, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really just was like, man, I know my brother's so highly educated, this shit will pay off one day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now we're at the time where we are right now. And we're still going through our journey, but the long haul is like, man, I know I can convert back from a child to know that, man, we go get to this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you called me and you was like, hey, man, I need to make a play. There was no second guess. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. Like, even if I wasn't going through what I was going through with my family, I still was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's it's a different lifestyle that I deserve and I want it, and I know we can get this shit together.
Absolutely.
To live that lifestyle. It's very hard to come from a struggle, man, to we live an average to man, we made it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's personal and deep to me.
Absolutely.
Because I always seen it, but I ain't doing it.
Yeah. So and that's another point and topic right there. Understand, to where when you got guys from day one, like literally, understand, those are the guys you need to lock in with.
Right.
Understand, and I'm saying this to the viewers that may have dudes from day one, like, come together and do something that's gonna be great and monumental. Understand? It don't always just gotta be chilling. Understand? Because if you got a comfort level with a brother, do something major.
Right.
Understand? Why not?
Exactly. Like I was just posting on Facebook, man. When one person make it from the team, we all made it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There ain't no way you go and travel the world and not bring your loved ones with you.
If I could go get some beer with you, right? If I could go get some trees with you, which I don't smoke or drink, but this is just, if I could go get some food with you, but I can't invest with you, something's wrong.
It's a big problem.
Understand?
You know what I'm saying? Because at last time I checked, my knowledge of brain was investment is a good thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, man, investing in buying properties and putting your name behind it, it's gonna lead you down to something.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So
we don't want to let the brotherhood just go astray.
Right.
Just to say, yo, this is my dog for life.
Right.
Understand? Nah, we don't want that. We want to get to the point to where, okay, my bro pulled up, I pulled up, this is home, this is land, this is home, this is land. It's a greater picture than just a brotherhood, because that brotherhood could turn into a conglomerate.
But I always looked at our relationship like a puzzle, man. We just putting that shit together to build this portrait.
That's right.
And that's just what it was.
Right. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I understand.
Right.
It's like, you gotta figure it along the way.
Exactly.
We got it with no picture.
Right.
So we just putting the edges together first.
Yeah.
And then we piecing by piecing.
Come on, man.
And it looked good though.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah.
So all right, let's go back. We had a 10-year gap. Understand? 10, 13 years, whatever.
Right.
And I made the call, right? And we spoke on it briefly. You had a whole family, understand?
Right.
In retrospect,
yeah,
it wasn't well, understand? Which we're glad you got out of that thing.
Right. Yeah, I am too. And nothing but blessings and nothing but love to the people. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just like this.
Everything is not for the long haul.
Everything is not for the long haul. And then also, you find value where you found value, period. Understand?
Right.
So every situation you go in, they might not find the same value as somebody else would.
Exactly.
But when you know your value, understand, you know what you bring to the table since a day one, understand, since being a man, since a youngin', right? You know your value, you know what you could bring to the table. So when it's appreciated and it's valued, that's where you flourish at.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. Just like they always throw out a scenario where actions speak louder than words. I would rather show you that I can prove to you that this is what a real brother's supposed to be like.
Mm-hmm.
This is the relationship we have. Yeah, we go crash and bump heads, but at the end of the day, man, we still coming out with this coat on.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I understand. That's right.
you know what I'm saying? Like for real, man. Like
so, and then
I wouldn't trade this in for nothing, man.
No, not at all.
You
It's,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
not tradable.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
This is an antique collectible.
I be hearing some people be like, man, I hate that this is my brother. I hate that this is my sister. But that's what God gave you.
And you know what?
You know
So
what I'm saying?
we from a tight knit family.
Yeah.
You understand? You already know the siblings,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how we lock in.
Mhm.
Understand? We lock in real heavy,
Right.
and they embrace you. It's just understand. It's like it's no difference.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah. And I never felt any different.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I never felt no type of way to pull you to the side, like, bro, like, man, it's this wild, and I ain't even did nothing.
No, right.
You know, I mean, I feel like I need to leave. You feel what I'm saying?
None of that, though.
Well, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, I reach it, man. She, bam, hey, I'm doing y'all hair tonight.
I read.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah. So, you know, it was just, you know, it just, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from a family, but I didn't have a family.
Right.
So, you know, if that makes sense to certain people or went over your head, it's just real spill, man.
No, it's real spill, man. And you know what, and I look at it for what we're doing now.
Yeah.
We always been doing it, understand, having an open arms,
Mhm.
understand, encouraging, empowering people,
Yeah.
understand, from younger.
Right.
You already know people, we always been influential, understand.
Yeah.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally just proud of you from just me knowing your personals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that you had a greater in another life that was going to be delivered your way.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's just timing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you made it out of hell. So that's why you up in the clouds and you're doing what you want to do.
It was a point in my life I was under a rogue regime, understand? Like I said, you've been a man since adolescence. Understand? I had to grow from adolescence under an impressionable regime that I wasn't yet to shake. But when I did shake it, it was time to. Understand? And I came into my own manhood.
Right.
I got my own family.
Yeah.
Understand that I cherish to death. Understand would die and live for. Understand?
Right. Yeah.
We said we'd die for a lot of things, but I would definitely live for my family.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
And that's what I do to date. Understand? You ever, you know, it's the thing that only gotta be said. You already see how the umbrella is here. Understand?
Exactly, man.
But so this is the thing, though. We want to inspire those other brotherhoods. Understand? From day ones or even day twos, right? Because you can meet people in your latter life and they still have that same connection. Because, like Fab said, it's not the length of the relationship; it's the strength of the relationship.
Yeah,
understand?
And that's a big difference.
And that's a big difference.
You know what I'm saying?
And just in our case, we got the length and the strength, so that just times to it.
Right, exactly.
But for those guys who are locked in, start investing.
Right.
Understand? Start thinking about real estate. Start thinking about stocks.
Ownership.
Like, start really. Don't just have the brotherhood just to say, "Yo, this my dog."
Right. You can have more than one LLC.
You can have you could really build on that foundation, because if y'all got that much trust, y'all can start putting monies together. Understand?
Yeah.
And it's hard to do it alone. It's hard to do a lot of things alone. Understand? So when you got a guy you could do it with, why not take the opportunity?
And then not only that, it should be easy.
Right.
Shit, it's hard to do it alone. You got help. Oh man, you win it.
You win it.
You know what I'm saying? It's ×2 every time.
Yo, shout out to my bro, Randolph. I love you, bro. I understand you're
big shout out.
The Crystal Posy, my bro. Love you. Understand. Shout out to Xavier. Understand. Love you. Understand. Y'all already know the Ben Israels. It goes without saying. And then y'all, Paige, Raheem, I love y'all, man. Yo, let me hold on. Special thanks to Raheem and Paige. Understand? Shout out to my guy Paige. Look at his upholstery. Understand he make it fun for buns. Understand? Make sure y'all check him out in the Birmingham area, please. He's doing great things. Understand? And when I was in Alabama for work, they showed me so much hospitality. It was phenomenal.
Yeah,
so when you could go to a state and feel like you're home, I think that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Understand?
No, absolutely it is.
Like, so, shout out to y'all. That was phenomenal. We got to link up soon. And it's just like, I remember when I was traveling to Memphis, I used to always brag about our relationship, right? I used to tell my guys at the time, like, yo, my bro, like, I used to tell them, I live everywhere. Understand? I got a spot in Memphis.
Yeah.
And, you don't got no spot in Memphis? Call my bro. The keys could be here, such and such. I'll be at work. No questions.
Right.
Understand? Knowing I'm coming with company. Yeah, the key could be here. Understand? Because that trust factor was there. Understand? And to have that, that's not right.
Nah, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
To have somebody come from another state with people, but you only know your brother, and to have the key there waiting, that is real brother type stuff.
Absolutely.
And that's why you don't just leave it for the namesake. You take it further and build business with that. I understand.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. I remember when we went to Brooklyn. Understand?
Yeah, same thing with nothing but love.
Nothing but love.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like
shit, it was like home. Like literally like home, man. It was like I already had been there. And I was like, dang, this is how it's supposed to be everywhere you go.
It's supposed to be everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, but it's always been like that. Especially when we move together, it's it's not a care in the world.
Right.
Not to say we're the toughest and roughest, but it's not a care in the world because we're protected by God.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we believe in God real heavy. Understand the true and living God.
Yeah, serious business.
So yeah, we just want to encourage the brotherhood. Understand to really start doing things together. Understand really like. Tell your bros you love them. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know we got all. It's all right to let your brother know, yo, I love you, dog, and I appreciate you. Understand? I know. Scarlett, oh man, he got me out of so many situations in real life.
I already know.
It's like I tell him that all the time. Like,
yeah, man, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about.
You go over and beyond for your family, man. You go over and beyond for your loved ones. Like, that's just general, natural things to do. That's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? But like with me and you, I know there is no second guess on anything. And I would prefer to be around everyone like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not so, oh, well, like, for instance, you introduced me to your guys. There's not one person I came and say, "Oh, bro, come here." Nah, you don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know that you locked in on the genuine aspect with your guys. Right. And that's how your team is how it's supposed to be.
Shout out to my guy, John Smith. I ain't forget you, dog.
But yeah, man, that's how it's supposed to be, man. One phone call is no problem. Anything you need is no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what a whole empire is about.
I love you, boy. Listen, I ain't gotta talk about it. But listen, it's a brotherhood out here, and it takes development.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're already locked in with your bro, go ahead and brainstorm on something big. Understand? It's like God is gonna get an increase. Understand?
Yeah.
Right. Let's get it done, man. There's so many black men out here that got so great potential that they trying to do it alone. But they say they got bros. Do it with your bros.
Absolutely. If you say you got bros.
If you say you got, do it with your bros.
A person can say anything, but not really have
and this is not to exclude our sisters, understand? Because our sisters are brilliant. Understand? Like, shout out to all the queens on the earth. But
Right.
I just wanted to focus on the brothers getting together because we see our sisters getting together prevalent. Understand? They
Yeah,
don't,
but you don't see a lot of us getting together because
No,
a lot of us got a whole lot of luggage that they don't need to be carrying.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Understand? Because those men
Yeah, definitely.
are really paving the way.
Yes, they are.
They're trying to
They're changing lives.
They're trying to show another trend of Black excellence could get together without egos and change the minds.
Right. Yeah.
And so shout out to them.
I definitely give them a shout out. They going from city to city.
I definitely need to follow them.
Yeah, please. You can learn a thing or two.
And it's many more. So yeah, we just it's just an open vent session. Understand? Like that's what the vent rebuild with podcast focuses on. Understand? Like we just be venting, we just be rebuilding, and we want to refocus. Understand? We want to retool the minds to think a little different.
Right.
Understand? Like everything is not what you think it is, or what you was raised for it to be.
Right.
Some things are actually different.
You can't step outside your box. It's okay.
It's okay.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to stick to the same circle every year because your generation change a whole lot of times. So you need to change within yourself and keep moving forward.
That's it. That's it, man. We locked down. But
yeah, man. But we went through a lot though, man. We had a long little journey. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic about our new vintage that's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to New Vintage.
Yeah, man.
He got some great work.
Man, got fire.
Understand?
Fire.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's gonna be monumental.
Yes, it is.
What else? Check out the Incredible Conversation podcast by Q. Understand? Xavier Smith.
Yeah.
Please, brilliant young man.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant young man.
Yeah.
Understand?
And he's doing God's work.
No, absolutely, and I'm honored to know him.
Yeah.
Understand?
I can't wait to meet him.
Honored.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris. Like I say, Chris, always an inspiration, always a bundle of joy.
Yeah.
Always a ball of energy.
Every time I post something, man, he liking it. So we appreciate your support. Always.
Listen, go subscribe, go like, go share. It's okay. Understand? It costs you nothing.
Right.
This hoodie is gonna cost you $60 to $65. You don't want it, you don't gotta go get it. The shirt is gonna cost you. What is it on the store? The price is on the store.
Yeah, it's probably.
However,
they're affordable.
However, to share the podcast, it's only a click of a button. Hit the notification. We trying to get the algo up. Understand?
Right. Definitely.
But with or without your help, it's gonna get there. Understand? Because we really are in tune with the mighty God. Understand that has direction and power.
Right. We locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking over for sure.
No, absolutely. TLG.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you answering the call always.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just appreciate the opportunity, man.
No, yeah, we here.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that life's supposed to go how it been going. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate all the audits. I appreciate all the tough love. I appreciate all the good, genuine love.
Audit.
So
audit your circle.
Yeah.
And listen. And that's because you said tough love, right? So,
yeah.
Let me just say something about when I talk to people. Understand? Not how you want to be talked to. Everything ain't gonna be warm and fuzzy with that boy Reckless. Understand? Certain moments is not. Oh well, you didn't have to say it like that. I did. Understand? Everything is not a warm and fuzzy moment. Period. That's not how life works. Understand? It's some ugly days in life that we still got to get through. Everything is not warm and fuzzy. So let's not be expecting that because, I'm a life coach. Let's not just expect warm and fuzzy all the time because I don't think that's real. I think if I give you the real, I think you'll appreciate it more and value it more than me just soothsaying. Understand? That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here just to tell you swelling words and you go out into this world and get slaughtered. Understand? I'm gonna tell you what it is from my perspective, and then understand. This is where amazing happens.
Right.
What is the amazing? What you mean, amazing? Because when you're getting to know your inner self and getting to believe and acknowledge and revere your inner self, that's amazing. Understand?
Amen.
That's a great thing when you know yourself.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
Absolutely.
I remember plenty of times, man, I come home be mad. Like, dang, man, this crazy. But now to come home, it's like I'm auditing myself. Like, dang, man, I come home, I'm actually happy.
Right.
So that's just a wonderful feeling, man.
Listen, live life, love life, pursue happiness fearlessly. Understand God gave us the ability to be happy, and that's pursue that by all means. Understand? Don't slip on that.
Yeah. And but also remember this, for all our viewers out there and all our people that want to comment, just know no matter what blessing God gives you, the same way he gave it to you is the same way he can take it back. So with that being said, if you're truly, when I say truly, I mean truly blessed, and you don't have to be rich, you don't have to be poor, you don't have to be any of that. I mean, I done had 3 pastors tell me that I'm wealthy within my soul. So money don't mean anything, even though I'm gonna get the bag. But to all my people out there on this earth, I always remember one thing. It can take one particular thing to mess your whole life up. Your whole life. I don't mean part of your life or some of your life. I'm talking about your whole entire life. So also just make sure that you think before you speak, and also make sure that you understand that social media can ruin lives. You know what I'm saying? So when we were growing up, social media wasn't nothing. But now that we see that social media can ruin your lives, it can cause you losing money, it can cause you everything. Be more productive and be more understanding with the internet, and right along with outside life as well. You know what I'm saying? Live life according to how you want to live it. Don't live life according to pleasing the next person.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, we all die alone. We all came in this world alone. We all gonna die alone. So I was just trying to push out that positive message to my young generation guys that I'll be talking to. Sometimes let it go. So it's okay to walk away.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I done had plenty of people step on my shoes. Yeah, I felt some type of way, but I walked away. More so than, oh, I'm in jail or I'm in the cemetery. You ain't got to play macho all the time. You know what I mean? There've been plenty of times I was in the wrong and I apologize to another male or I apologize to a female. Why? Because I'm a man. That's all I got to say about that.
Listen, not to forget Ron Talley, mentor, Shane Smith, mentor, KC Tremaine, y'all the bros, y'all already know. I love y'all. Understand we gotta do another power summit real soon. Yeah. So yeah. Hey, y'all, let's go ahead and ignite the brotherhood. Y'all can always lock in with us. If y'all on the time we on, let's get things done. Understand?
Yeah, let's network.
Let's network big.